What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another video. Thanks for clicking on the link. My name's Johnny. This is
Reagan.
this is our bus Miles of Smiles, and it feels like we were just here, and that's because I was just here on Thursday, scrambling to get some work done and get a video out to you guys. Go check that video out. That is part one of two-part series, hopefully two-part series of the road to spray foam. So here we are trying to get to spray foam, and we're eager to get to spray foam. And so I finished up the back door today, finished up the back door frame, got everything secured there. Happy with it. We got to add a little bit more bracing, which maybe we'll do this afternoon, and maybe we'll show you then. But now we're working on the front, and we just made a pretty big decision, I guess. Not that big of a decision, but what may be a good challenge. We're gonna take out this top window, and some of you may think, oh, we're gonna block it, whatever, but we're not. We're actually just gonna replace it. So let me show you why real quick, or Reagan will show you why. Looks really good.
Well, yeah, there's cracks everywhere, first of all, but also, not sure if people putting it together just didn't really know what they were doing, but there's just a hole right here where this, I don't know what you call this, channel ends. Yeah. They just didn't cut it long enough, so kind of hard just to fill that hole, so we're just replacing the whole thing.
Yeah, so you can see these cracks just look fantastic, and so became time to, since we're gonna try and frame this out, and this needs to be framed out to spray foam. Granted, there's not a tone step that's gonna happen up here. The window's part of that, and framing that out is part of that, so rather than frame it out and then try and have to get the window up, it's gonna have to come out first, so time to get cutting the window out. Hopefully this window doesn't come out too difficult. It's a plastic window or polycarbonate or some sort of non-glass, which is a good thing because it's kind of curved. It's kind of a weird shape. It would definitely be expensive to replace it with a custom glass window or something like that. So we're just gonna get some more Lexan like we did for our front door, which check that episode out if you haven't. Hopefully that'll do it. Oh, the window basically sits in an H channel. So the glass sits in a channel on the top, and then the bottom channel of that gasket sits into the fiberglass of the bus. So should be pretty easy to replace. We found a very similar gasket on Amazon and ordering. So won't be able to finish this today, but good start, and at least we know we need to do it. Alright guys, one thing to note, even though nobody else is probably going to do this or really have to worry about this, this is probably only specific to our situation, but the lip of the emergency exit windows sits higher than the lip here. So I cut this the same size, the tint the same size for the emergency exit. I was putting it on, Reagan was like, wait a second, why does that sit higher? And it was sitting probably about a ½ inch at least higher than this one. So had to scrap that piece of film, unfortunately, and we're gonna have to get more anyways. We probably needed one more window's worth, so now we at least know we need to measure the difference and then take it into account. So now you know, emergency exit windows, different sizes maybe, and certain related to certain things, yeah. All right, we're putting pause on the tinting for now. I just wanted to shift gears, and that's easy, and we can do that later. I want to get these done and get these starting to cure because these are going to need glue in them. So you guys saw how these are built in the last one. So now we're going to put everything together, put our pocket screws in, and then we're going to build a few more of them. So let's get going. guys, it's now Sunday. Kind of just left you hanging yesterday, but got some good things done. Got the rest of the window coverings in, a few more up front, and got 2 more windows to tint today. And then framing in the front to finish out, and we are ready to spray foam basically, or begin prepping. So what we're gonna do right now, while I'm finishing up tinting, Reagan is going to start taping everything off, plasticking everything off. So that means getting everything we can out of the bus. The only thing we're gonna leave is the fresh water tank that the camera's sitting on right now. We'll just drape something over that, but everything else we're getting out, because if it's not supposed to have spray foam on it, you don't want spray foam on it. So getting as much out of the bus as possible. Let's go. So we've been slaving away here, got a few things done. We secured our front post here, so this is our farthest forward post. And then the reason we did this is we kind of built off of it to provide some stability to the front here. So you can see maybe we had this piece go across to some of our framing in the wall, so that's basically creating a bracing for this piece going forward into the driver's area. Here, maybe this is just the easier way to do it. That braces on that side, braces into the 4x4 post, and then that just helps give some stability here because this metal piece is a little floppy. So and we also want to build this into just like an open cabinet back here, and being that we really don't have much to secure to, we needed to create some sort of framing here. So, and then as you can see, we just carried this 2x3 all the way over the edge. This area is going to be left very open. Like I said, we're really just going to have this closed off over here. We want to keep this whole window area open so that, well, we may put things here and this will be a shelf, maybe with some plants or whatever Reagan wants.
Picture
right?
frames.
Yeah. Decorative-y things, whatever. And we don't want to block the natural light or the view that we may get through there anyway. So that's going to stay a very open area. And then this Or?
It could be a cat bed.
Oh, whatever. It's not going to be a cat bed. So we figured we just needed to kind of frame out the front, frame out this. And while this isn't necessarily necessary for spray foaming, I wanted to at least get an idea of what we're going to do up here. And so we could figure out what, if anything, we did need to frame out up here. That corner, which is also kind of open and looks like we could do a cabinet there, we may just kind of wall off and leave as kind of a dead corner for wires to go through. And it's not a huge space anyways, and it would be kind of hard to make a cabinet there. So you can see Reg's starting to take some measurements on the ceiling, and that's because we didn't think about the fact that we have all this nice fixation points moving forward, and then here that ends, and our ceiling is gonna have to keep moving forward. So we're gonna do what we've done before and adhere some strips. I didn't get it on camera, don't worry. We're gonna adhere some strips to the ceiling. Now, this is a bit of a curved ceiling, so rather than just using 2x3s or 2x4s like we did in the back here, you know, you saw us adhere all this. These aren't gonna bend very much. So we're gonna do like the bus originally did and adhere a few layers of like 1/2-inch plywood together to build it up. So we'll probably just adhere the first layer, and then we'll screw and adhere these into each other. So we're probably just gonna add 3 of those moving forward, and so that way we have fixation points for our ceiling up here. Otherwise, this is the outer skin of the bus, so there's no putting screws into that, that's for sure. So we're gonna get going here. Reg's been taping away here. This is all taped out. We got our plastic up, you can see, both sides. We're like almost ready for spray foam. Back in the back is just ran out of tape. So, but we're gonna get going here and get adhering some things, because if you remember from our videos, it takes 7 days for this to cure. So if we're spray foaming next Saturday, it's 6,
only got
but
6 days.
I think we're willing to push our luck a little there. So let's get going. All right, people, we are wrapping up for the day. Very happy, or for the weekend, yes. But it's not the end of this video, so don't go anywhere. We're pretty close to being prepped here for spray foam. We got those pieces up and adhering in the ceiling. I'll show you those real fast.
A little janky.
So, yeah, nice and janky here. So you can see we got 1, 2, 3, propping them up because they got a cure. We're bringing back our trusty posts. You guys, if you've been with us, you know we've gotten great use out of these posts, and they're doing exactly what they've done before. So we're just adhering 1 piece of 1/2-inch plywood to the ceiling, and then we'll layer it once that cures. So when we come back and before we spray foam, we'll drill 2 more layers of 1/2-inch plywood into these to make it 1.5 inches thick and match everything else going back. So we probably didn't need to do 3 of these, but we did.
We're just overzealous
Yeah,
sometimes.
we just figured why not. It's another fixation point just in case we need it. So that's that, and feeling good about the way that's looking. You can see there, we're all pretty much ready. We got a little bit more tape to do on some of the furring strips in the ceiling, but besides that, we're pretty darn close.
Yeah.
Pretty darn close. So I feel good about saying next weekend and next vlog is gonna be spray foam. I'm saying it now because I think it's gonna be. But like I said, this vlog isn't over.
We'll have to come up here this week in order to make sure that that's
still a little bit more
case.
to do, but we're all blocked out, we're all tinted out, we're up and curing, getting the last pieces in, we're ready to rock. So cheers to you all. Thanks for hanging out with us today and this weekend. It's not over. Stay tuned with us for another day or 2 this week, and then wait till next week for spray foam. But we'll see you sometime later this week. Hello guys, and welcome to Tuesday. We came back as promised, and here's what we've done so far today. Show you while I'm talking about it. But basically we went ahead and finished prepping for spray foam, right?
Well, did not finish.
Okay, didn't finish. True, because we screwed ourselves with the front, but basically finished prepping for spray foam confidently enough that I can say we are spray foaming this Saturday, starting sometime in the morning, but this next vlog is 1,000% gonna be spray foam. So, got everything draped out, including the floor. We ended up taping the whole thing out rather than kind of having a piece that we moved around as we go, which just peace of mind. We had the extra plastic, so why not? And then another thing we did was, you can get behind Reagan. You can see maybe.
Oh, shadows.
So we added this here. Even though this window's blocked off and we were going to spray foam this whole thing in, this is where a counter's going to be. And just to keep the attachment point continuous, we continued it the whole way. So ran out of 2x2, so we just threw a 2x3 there. And then same over here on this side. This is where the bathroom's going to be. And although this is going to be spray foamed in, my buddy Nick suggested we put something here just to give it a little bit more structure, another center secure point once we put up some of the cement board or plywood, or not plywood backing, but once we put up some of the board in the bathroom. So something to note there. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. We may not be doing this in the order that you think, but this is the order that we think is the easiest, really, and quickest way to get to spray foaming. Is really just frame it out, no electrical. And
that was advice we got.
That was advice we got from our friends at Skoolie Living, Chris and Sarah. Again, shouting them out. It was advice we got from them. But I really think this is a way, I don't know why more people don't do it this way. You can still tuck all your wiring. For spray foam is not a rock solid thing. You can dig channels in it as you need. You can still tuck things as you need. And then your wires aren't buried in spray foam forever. So maybe it's a little bit floor pan dependent, because we're going to have a lot of areas to hide things behind the walls, hide things behind cabinets and whatever. But I really feel as though, really, you just got to frame it out. You don't need to do electrical, in my opinion. Somebody else maybe tell me different in the comments. Maybe we'll learn down the road that we should have done something before we spray foamed. But this is how we're doing it, and we're so excited. Super. We can't stop talking about, like,
what's next.
What's next? Yeah, exactly. And what's to come, because things really start tumbling after here as far as being able to frame things out and cover things up and really keep making it feel more like a home and less like a bus. So we're super excited for that. We hope you guys are super excited as well. That's going to be it. Thank you so much. Go ahead, click subscribe, because you're going to want to be subscribed for just the next video, because, just for our excitement probably, because we're going to be excited. But go ahead, subscribe, like, comment anything that you have to say about prepping for spray foam, maybe things you would do differently, maybe things you have suggestions for us for when we are spray foaming, because this is going to come out Thursday, and we're spray foaming Saturday, so you got a few days to give us some last minute advice. So quick, drop it below. But thank you so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.